In today's video, we're going to talk about an article that the CBC just put out talking about a proposed speculation tax in Ontario. For the purpose of this article, speculators are people that are buying and selling homes and condos, putting renovations into them, and then flipping them for more money as a part of their business. And before I break down this entire article, I want to ask you a question, and please put your answer in the comments. Is home ownership a basic human need? Not shelter in general, but home ownership. I'd love to know your response below. So we're going to break down quite a few things in today's video. Number one, who is proposing this change? Number two, who are they going after? Number three, who are the people already speaking out against it? And number four, even if this change came into place, would it have any real effect? And if you like this type of real estate content, if you could like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to be notified for future videos. And if you want to book an appointment directly with me, there's a link in the bio. You can book a buyer consultation, a seller consultation, or a call to chat about real estate. A Toronto councillor is pushing for a speculation tax to cool the insanity of our escalating real estate market. And the councillor is Mike Cole, and he said to CBC that at the end of this month, in the next city council meeting, he's going to be proposing this type of speculation tax to the Ontario government. And here's what Cole recently said. $1.3 million for a starter home in Toronto. This is insanity. I'm asking the province to look at this as a way of slowing things down and ensuring that reasonable people with reasonable incomes have a chance at a house. And before we go any further here, what he's trying to do is serve his community. He's speaking with local people that are telling him that housing is a challenge right now, because that's the reality. Housing is a challenge. It's very expensive to buy a property in Toronto. Now, Mike Cole is specifically wanting to target people that are buying and flipping condos and homes for a profit. Now, on the surface level, this sounds great if you want to bring down housing affordability. The problem is, and I don't know if I've coined this term, probably others have, but we have an HGTV problem. A lot of buyers cannot see through spaces that need renovations. They don't have the tools available, they don't know the people to speak to, and they're not willing to take on a project. But investors and people that are flipping are willing to do this. So they're going to buy these properties, take on all the risk. They're going to give all the contractors and local people business around them to build up this house and make it more modern. Then they're going to sell it for a profit. Now, this isn't the first time this tax was introduced. It actually was originally introduced in 1974 as a 50% speculation tax. It eventually went down to 20% and then was eventually totally removed. Now, at the time, and from this article, Toronto lawyer Bob Aaron said that deals were falling apart everywhere. People were calling him, trying to figure out what to do. It was basically crashing the market. So that just shows, if history is teaching us anything, that if a speculation tax did come into place, because CBC is also saying that 25% of purchasers in Toronto right now are investors. So this is telling me, if put into place, this could have a real impact on the market. But there's two types of investors. And if what Mike Cole is saying, that he wants to go after people that are specifically buying properties and then flipping them and selling them for more money, okay, that's a segment of investors. But any investors that I know are my clients, or a lot of people that watch this channel, or myself included, I'm buying properties to hold. I'm not trying to make a quick buck. I'm not looking at this like Bitcoin. I'm buying this to build long-term wealth, so this tax wouldn't really mean much to me. Now, my favorite quote in this entire article was this from Bob Aaron. He's a lawyer in Toronto. I think what Mike Cole wants to do is repeal the law of supply and demand. I don't know any legislator in the country that is going to be able to do that. And that comes back to the point, and something that we talk about on this channel all the time. You can tax all you want. In the last 5 years in Canada, there's been stress tests, there's been rate hikes, there's been foreign buyer tax, there's been rent control, there's vacancy tax, now this potential speculation tax. They've taxed, but you know what they haven't done? Find real ways to build more supply. It also mentioned at the end of this article that if this speculation tax were to come into place, it would maybe fix housing prices, whichever way you want to look at it, for like 12 to 18 months. But then there would be a big amount of demand for rental inventory that is no longer available because investors are not going to be buying as much real estate. Now, I don't know what the exact right answer is here. I'm not an economist. I'm not a politician. I'm a real estate agent. I help people buy and sell properties. And I do see what's going on the ground level. But we need supply. We need supply. That's all we need. Really, supply and interest rates going up a significant amount are going to be the only thing that actually curbs the extreme demand of the Toronto real estate market. But I'd love to know what you think. Please comment below. Do you think a speculation tax, first of all, do you think it's actually going to happen? If it were to happen, is it going to make any impact on the market? And do you agree or disagree with this solution? Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, my name is Tom Storey. And remember, home is where your story begins.